Mr. Tochi Ifemene, the CEO of Time and Chance Integrated Concepts Limited, a ghostwriting organization with nearly 9 years of experience, shares his insights on the challenges and opportunities presented by AI. He discusses how businesses can leverage AI to enhance productivity. Let's hear from him.
What comes to my mind when I hear AI? I hear efficiency, I hear effectiveness, I hear mass communication, and currently now, what's happening in the whole world is that AI is now becoming the next integrator of people, or integrator of people, because by its very use, AI has a high level of efficiency that you just cannot do without it. Just day before yesterday, Zuckerberg came out with a news from their company Meta that AI is literally going to replace their mid-level staffs. Yeah. So you know the meaning of that. An entire process of persons are going to be taken out. In China, as I speak to you today, AI is responsible for the heavy mass production of what is happening. Okay? So African states are gradually catching up. And one of my firm beliefs of AI, I'm actually doing a project on it now, is that AI can literally take a person who is smart, who is visionary, from having $1 million in his account, and if he knows what he's doing, in a month time, he can literally have $1 billion in his account. Because the entire process is shuts it down with time, with efficiency, with knowledge, with even skill. So you can literally go from $1 million to $1 billion, but you must know what you're doing about it with AI. That's how powerful AI is. For me, I have my bias for it, but at the same time, I have my very strong plus of it. Bias doesn't matter, because when the internet came out, a lot of people were like, this thing is not this, it's not that. And I told them, give 10 years. And 10 years now, internet, everybody has integrated with it. So for me, AI has to be humanized. So there's a concept called humanizing your work, to make it as human as possible. We did a particular project, we ran it through an AI. You can't believe it. The same AI told us that we had zero content of what we did with AI. Depending on how you prompt it. So there's something called prompt engineering. As a writer, I will do a lot of prompting. And I in fact, I so tax my prompt that eventually it gives me exactly what I want.
Which of the tools do you use on AI?
Okay, we use several tools. ChatGPT, I use my Grammarly, I use my Meta. My other editors use different kind of tools on it. Okay, my editors, my graphic designers, they have certain kind of tools. I've forgotten the names that they use. So I only use tools that are integrated to me, and we're trying to create an AI solution, even like a CRM, even in our writing, where we can get a lot of jobs, and we create an AI platforms that people can just see at the dashboard, just like how you can trace your speed of your delivery when you're using like a UPS service. I mean, I'm trying to tell you that AI can literally do almost everything. But like Mr. Africana said, you literally have to be the visionary behind it. Yeah? Especially those of us that are users in Africa. So something is even happening in Africa that I think I need to bring out. We are consumers of AI again. Like I was telling somebody, AI consumes a lot of energy. Energy like the power to power this particular place, right? And you have to have the integrated support for it, and at the same time you need to know how to now create your own AI. They call it train your AI. Yeah, so we don't train our AI, we mostly consume the use of AI. So the few of us that can start making the switch of how to now create our own AI solutions, I can tell you they will be the next big thing that was going to happen in Africa. If I tell you that AI lie, we believe that some AI prompts actually lie. Yeah, that's a very big risk. So you can imagine me that is a writer there's a time I was trying to get some quotes, and I discovered that certain quotes were not said by the person. Sometimes AI will even tell you unknown quotes. Meanwhile, that particular person has a quote that is known. So a lot of people are lazy by going back to even check what you prompted in your AI. And because we are consumers, we think that whatever AI gives you is 100% perfect. You take that kind of information, you integrate in a book, like if you're writing a book in my own industry, or you take it and put maybe in a product, maybe like a beauty product or something, not knowing that you're having what you call plagiarism. It is a very major offense, even though AI tends to minimize it almost to the barest minimum. Okay, so the risk is people becoming lazy to just cut and paste their use of AI. Okay, you have to have a lot of wisdom to be able to use an AI maximally for your use. In fact, that's what I tell a lot of people. I say this thing doesn't have what they call awareness right now. It also does not have consciousness. Two things everybody is talking that AI does not have. So you that have it, you have awareness, you have consciousness, you have intuition. Okay, meaning that you can smell an AI work. I smell an AI work. I look at certain works, I'm like, there's nothing original about this work. So I want to feel it. So those kind of rigs are what is happening. So in my own industry, I still know that some of us are still going to be the best users of AI if we ensure that we humanize our work well, make it look like human. To such an extent, like I told you in that experiment that we did, it almost looks like you did zero use of the AI because of the originality you brought into your AI. But I can tell you that day before yesterday again, Sam Altman of OpenAI came out with another one again, that they want to create super AI. They started it 2 years ago, they shut it down. No, actually 2022, they shut it down. It came up for discussion early this year, just like 3 days ago. And they are now beginning to, and super AI works like 1,000 times more efficient than the current AI that we're using. In 5 to 10 years, AI and business are going to interconnect. It's going to be so integrated, you cannot remove it. Right now, you cannot do it without your internet. You're going to broadcast this thing, you're going to push it out on social media. That is the power of internet, right? Now, the power of AI is that processes, procedures, policies, practices, okay, of whatever you're going to do is going to be AI enabled. Such that if you see somebody who is trying to be old school in quotes, of not trying to use AI, you will know him, he's going to be left behind. His productivity, we see his productivity low. I never wanted to use AI in writing my books. I wanted to be like very rich. I wanted to be original because I thought originality is it. I now discovered that no, I'll be left behind. And the way I'll be left behind is such that I will not even be known at all. So I said, okay, originality, which is what also a lot of people are not taxing themselves, because a lot of people don't hit the depth of themselves, because you must be authentic to be original. So if a business owner is going to be original and very authentic and still knows how to prompt or use his AI, I can tell you that in the next few years, those people who embrace AI now, they are going to be top leaders. Because let me tell you something, it's already happening now as I talk to you today. The fastest way people become billionaires right now, today as I speak to you, is the use of AI, more than any other thing. So in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, to the speed in which people know how to use AI. In fact, there's something I saw 3 days ago. It's terrible. They are not even talking about the use of AI that will give you money in billions. They are now using a word I never even heard. They call it quadrillion.
Bigger than zillion.
Yes, bigger than zillion. Thank you very much. Bigger than, I just heard it, I think it was just last week, on Saturday actually, quadrillion. That because of the use of how AI is going to bring information and people are going to get it. So we're going to leave the realm of say you're trying to be a millionaire, billionaire, zillion, to quadrillion. So what are we, so to answer your question, people who are going to be wise and know what to do with AI, in the next 10 years, you're going to see a rise of multi-billionaires like we have never seen in the world before.